that link on the page. But so there is that. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Great.
Hey, I'm at the Parks Department here,
Yeah.
and we take care of the flowers downtown.
Okay.
I was hoping to request to have the signs not in the flower pots. We have some people that are pretty protective of them. They do a pretty nice job. We've actually had some damage to our flower pots. So
okay.
If you guys sit here, if you wouldn't mind just not using those for your signs, I appreciate that.
Okay, yeah. Can you indicate what damage we're talking about?
Well, not necessarily from these, but we've had some throughout downtown. People ripping stuff out and digging stuff out.
Okay.
I'm not saying that was you guys by any means. But,
yeah, sure.
But we've had some people that take care of the flowers that would like to have those removed. So if you guys wouldn't mind doing that, that'd be great.
Okay. Can you check this out to see if they are damaging the?
No, I just asked you if you just move the sign so there's no question about it. Yeah. Because that's what they're for. We've asked downtown business owners that have had signs, hey, please don't use those for signs in the past. So
okay.
I think that's a reasonable request.
Right, but can you inspect it to make sure that we're not damaging it?
I don't see damage right now, but I would still request you to remove the sign.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll consider that, but we make sure that we backfill the holes we make.
But why wouldn't you remove the sign?
Oh, because it's just sitting here peacefully. It's not damaging property.
But it is. I don't want to have to come out here and inspect it. What?
It is. So you're saying it is damaging?
No, but
okay.
I mean, it seems like a reasonable request.
Okay, yeah, and I'm making a request that if the concern is damage, then you can inspect to see if there's damage, and if there is, then we can absolutely repair the damage and make sure that we won't continue to damage it. But if there's no damage, then we'll continue to peacefully just sit and hold signs.
I guess I'm going to make a request, regardless of damage, that you don't use our flower pots for your signs.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. I thought that was pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
It should be reasonable and think about.
What was your name?
I'm with the Parks Department. Doug.
Doug? All right, thanks, Doug. Have a great day. Okay, so Parks Department coming out to try to get us to move our signs. We have a couple signs and planters. And as far as I'm aware, it's not against the city ordinance to put a stick in dirt. Right? Which is essentially what this is. This is a stick in dirt where they have plants growing. And it's on the edge, not touching any of the plants. And it's not touching any of the roots. And we make sure we cover up replace the dirt. So there's no damage. But so request was made. We asked if he would inspect it, and he didn't want to. But then I asked a few times. He did look. Say, I don't see any damage. So his initial request is there was concern for damage. He verified there's no damage, so we're good. So continue to peacefully sit here with our signs in the dirt, sticks in the dirt. Let's see. So that was the first hearing, and then you have a second hearing. I'm sorry. The way that we're talking about how the city council works. At the end of the city council meeting, there's an opportunity for comment on anything.
Assistant Parks Director for the Parks Department. Okay, why are the signs still in the flower pots?
His concern was damage to the...
Right, they don't allow anybody to put these signs in the flower pots. So you can either hold on to them, or I will take them from you. Okay?
And what's your name, sir?
I'm Bill. I'm the Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Aberdeen.
Okay, and do you have the code for that?
You can look it up on the city's website. So
here's
your sign.
Okay.
Okay.
That's personal property that you're taking?
And I have a right to do that.
Okay,
or I can write you a citation if you want.
Please,
okay?
Yes, please write the citation.
I'm not.
What are you citing?
Okay.
This is personal property.
All right, I'm not going to get into it, okay?
This is personal property. Okay.
Right, but this is city property.
Right, and what is the ordinance you're trying to enforce?
Look it up in the city code.
No, it's you are obligated. You're the official.
Sign code.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so that was, what do you say his name was, Bill? Huh? All right, so we're gonna have to review that. So that was interesting. Tried to hold on to my stick that was in the dirt, and he came out to wrestle to try to steal my stick away. And yeah, interesting, right? He said that there's a code against this, about the stick being in the dirt. So we will see if that actually is accurate, because we asked him to tell us what code or what ordinance that a stick being in the dirt is a violation, and he refused to do so. So interesting, this video is on official encounters or encounters with public officials, and we had a couple of them come out just for us sitting here with sticks and dirt. And so yeah, trying to hold on to my sign, making sure he didn't take it because he said he was going to take it away. The sign, I think it says freedom to sit. I forget which one was behind me. But
I think it was the freedom to lie down and the freedom to sit.
the one behind me was freedom to sit. So let me finish the how the city council meeting thing goes, so everybody knows. So there's a reading, or first reading. There's at the beginning of the meeting. There's public comment section for agenda items, and then at the very end of the meeting, it's public comment on anything. So whether it was discussed in the meeting, or if you have an issue you wanted to raise about something else that you haven't been able to be heard, which has happened a few times, and then. Hello. And then on the second reading, they have the same format, agenda items up front, public comment, and then public comment at the very end. But prior to the vote, the city council's vote on any of their items of a second reading, they have a public hearing section. And so the second reading is important because the public hearing section, if the public doesn't have any comment, there's no public comment in the public hearing section, then they have done in the past, and I think this was actually what they did with the tax one. They took the second reading as the third reading. They made a motion to take the second reading as the third reading, so essentially skipping the third reading, the third opportunity to hear from the public, because there was no public comment in the public hearing. So to inform the public, it's important if you want to try to have your voice be heard at the city council meetings, then there's opportunity to do that in those different ways, right? Agenda items, public hearing on the second reading, and then at the very end for anything. And then at the third reading, there isn't a public hearing section, it's just agenda items at the beginning and then open public comment at the end. So we have comments. All right, what's going on?
So Sherry Pascas
Yeah.
says aggressive. Andy Astil says wow. Sherry Pascas I can't say.
Yeah.
Says Bill Sidor? Question mark.
So he said from the codes, he's from the codes department, and I think she said his name was Bill. So I don't know his last name. He didn't give his last name. But so yeah, so that's interesting development. So let's go ahead and if you would stand up and get a video of the dirt up here. Splatter. So this is more disturbed than it has been because he jerked it out of the ground, but we're going to go ahead and just do what we have been doing and cover up the hole, push the dirt back. And as you can see, it's on the side, not disturbing the plants, not disturbing the planter. We'll go to the other side, make sure that hole is plugged up as well.
Less disturbed than the other.
Okay, so we have a hole. We're just going to go ahead and move the dirt back, pat it down. Good job, plants. You're doing a wonderful job. And yeah, so that's where we're at this morning. And come join us if you're interested in a peaceful protest. And we'll see, how some city officials respond to peace. Some choose a more aggressive stance to try to take personal property away because they think they have the right to do so, which they don't. Another comment? You said?
Andy Astil says, but can't AIGHT such code ... Melinda Marks says, holy cow. Glad you got that all on video. Where would one look up codes to see if that's even a violation?
Yeah, there's the AMC is the Aberdeen Municipal Code. That word always trips me up. The Aberdeen Municipal Code. So you can find that on the city's webpage. We may post a link to that. So yeah, interested to find out, how this progresses. All right, so stay tuned. Peace and love. We wish you wellness, and Deo Presto Libre.